The day after April Fool's Day, chaos erupted at a Virginia mall when reports of an active shooter sent dozens of officers rushing in, only to discover the shooting was tied to a reckless YouTube prank gone horribly wrong. With a crowd fleeing in panic, one man shot, and multiple agencies scrambling to secure the scene, this isn't just another viral prank story. It's a real-life disaster exposing the dangerous consequences when online stunts collide with public safety. Stay tuned to hear the shocking details behind the shooting, the controversial prankster at the center, and how this incident rocked the community and law enforcement alike. Clip 1.
The day following April Fool's, officers from several agencies rushed to a mall in Virginia on reports of an active shooter. For officers, the mall is arguably one of the worst locations for a shooting, as they will need to clear every area and direct a high number of citizens among the 1.4 million square foot property. To make matters worse, 911 callers state there may be multiple shooters.
Active shooter incident. Charles Kelly police are bringing posted outside Cheesecake Factory. One of the victims, unsure if there's other. Gravity, we could be left
Get back! Hey, Brandon! Get back! Hey, Robert, I'm on you. Let's throw the phone. All right, hey, I got covered. Head up the stairs. Get out of the wall! Get out! Get out! Get on your face! Hey, hey! Secure the firearm! I got you, Jordan. Alright, I got you.
With one shooter in custody, officers must search for a second shooter and their victims.
Hey, where's the... Get out of the mall! Get out! Hey, security, come here! Security, come here! We have one. Is there another?
No, sir. That's
No,
only one, sir.
only one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you just stay right here, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You saw him first?
No, I don't know who shot.
Okay.
That guy right there, he told me he was the one who shoot.
What else do you know? Get out of the mall!
He's the one who told me to shoot.
Get him, he's a witness.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs. So from the beginning, what happened?
I was patrolling and I heard somebody shot. I came here to see everybody running that way.
Yeah.
And then I came this way and he told me, oh, shot.
And at what point did you see him?
He was talking on the phone.
He was talking on the
Yeah,
phone?
he was talking on the phone.
Security's third-person account of a first-hand witness indicates one person fired shots, but multiple suspects may be involved. It is still unclear if the others are armed or if they are still hiding in the mall.
Hey, get out. Come on, let's go.
Get out of the mall! Get out, let's go.
While officers begin their sweep, a civilian records the action outside.
Ayan o, inaano nila, na baril. Ayan, dito sa Dallas Mall.
Clear that? Correct. Sorry? Clear.
Ayan, dumating na yung mga rescue. Ayan, tingnan nyo. Mga rescue, ayan. Ayan, mga kasama dito sa Amerika ito. Dito na lahat, oh. Mga pulis, tingnan nyo naman yung mga pulis. Dami.
Hands up, go. Hands up. Go. Salite para afuera. Out. Oh, we're taking the right side. Ready? Move.
Yan o, si Uncle, oh. Ha? Nakasecured. Hello, Uncle. Tingin ka naman. Ayan, si Uncle.
Move. Split seconds. All right, split left. I'm going left. Go right. Long haul. Hey, hands, come in. Hey. I got hands up. I'm holding long. Lots of people in here? How many? Hey, Rossetti, I'm sliding backwards for you, okay? Backwards? Hey, we got people in this room back here. Yep. Hold here, I'm gonna go back up to this corner, okay? How many victims do we have so far?
Ayun, bubuhatin na. Ayun. Oh.
Hey, hands! Sheriff's office, come out here in the hall. Police! Come to the hall.
Sorry?
It's the police. Sheriff's office.
Show your hands.
Come on slowly.
We have to wait inside?
No, ven aquí.
Okay, go.
Policía, ven aquí. Ven aquí.
Hands.
Manos arriba.
Okay.
Okay. Exit. Hands up.
Hands up.
Three more guys with us. More bodies with us.
Deputies back here. Sheriff's office back here.
Yeah, we're right here.
Alright.
Lahat. Oh, lumabas lahat. Oh, mga nagtatrabaho, lahat. Lumabas, lahat.
Come on out. Yeah, come on. You guys some familiar? No, here we have this. Yeah.
Stairway. You okay?
I'm gonna get my sweat off.
I know. Yeah, I'm recording today.
Ang dami oh, mga tao. Ayun, magsilabas na tao sa mall.
I didn't even know who would ask because nobody knows where anybody is.
Okay, let's collapse back.
Reynolds hit the corridors on that side.
Yeah, we hit them too.
I don't know about these storefronts.
We got somebody guarding the evidence right here. Okay. Are we just doing a sweep through here?
Yeah, we're gonna check.
Okay. Push forwards. Alright. Oh, fresh air.
That's so good. Gonna be over here and cut up.
Okay.
I didn't realize the employees would be like, shoot, we're gonna shelter in place, you know?
Oh, goodness.
Which, that's cool. I mean, they have like the gates.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
All management, the mall is closed, and everybody leaves the mall.
Well, we've already been doing that. How many of you are there? Hey, just wait a second. Hey, Sarge, you got 3 citizens up there? Where do you want them? Hey, you 3, just take a second. Hang tight!
Stop moving! We said stop moving! Stop moving. Yeah. We got right here.
Okay.
Sir! What's this guy doing?
Where is he?
The incident at the Virginia Mall unfolded shortly after April Fool's Day, when multiple law enforcement agencies responded urgently to reports of an active shooter within the sprawling 1.4 million square foot mall, a location notoriously difficult to secure due to its vastness and the presence of thousands of civilians. Initial 911 calls suggested there might be more than one shooter, which compounded the urgency and complexity of the police response. Officers quickly apprehended one suspect, But their efforts to locate any additional threats and victims were hindered by chaos and confusion, as frightened civilians fled or hid in various parts of the mall. Adding to the difficulty was the premature return of some mall employees before the area was declared safe, complicating the ongoing sweep and exposing personnel to potential danger. Meanwhile, a civilian's video footage outside the mall captured the tense scene, showing a large police presence and frantic efforts to secure the area. As the investigation progressed, it emerged that the shooting stemmed not from random violence, but from a dispute linked to a controversial YouTube prankster named Tanner Cook and his group, known for provoking and antagonizing people in public spaces to capture their reactions on video. Tanner's pranks typically involve invading personal space, shouting, startling people, and creating confrontations without the consent of...
Where's he at? I don't know.
Anybody else? Just two.
What do we know so far?
There was reports of multiple shooters. But
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people here, so.
I would still act as if there's a potential another shooter.
Yeah.
Where have the cars I can find?
Just contact the Long-Term Sheriff's Office. I mean, there's hundreds of it.
Yeah. The entire county's here, right?
Yeah, the whole county's working this.
So far, officers have found one shooter and one gunshot victim, but officers face another obstacle as workers re-enter the mall before the sweep is complete.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now.
Alright, why is everyone coming back from the...
Because they say we ask from here just to go close all the store.
But we don't need 10 people to close off.
That everybody have a store. He can stay outside, I can go close my store.
I have a reptile house, I have heat next on live animals, I gotta get some heat next on. Who told you guys to come back in?
All the officers, the one stand in front of the entrance door.
I got you, but obviously we got a crime scene going on. We're not letting like 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 be back in here. What's everyone doing back here? What are you guys doing? Oh, get out. You're not at work, get out.
Yeah, let me call one brother. Hey, I got a group of employees. Okay, thank you, sir. Anybody who has to turn gas off, we can escort over to the grills.
So one from each store. I have to go downstairs and across the reptile.
Everybody else has to go out. Okay, y'all can come with me. We're gonna go do the reptiles first, and we're gonna do this as a group, okay? Alright, y'all can wait right here. Don't go anywhere, okay?
You ever come out here on a better situation, I'll give you a personal tour.
Alright, appreciate it. Hey, don't walk through here, okay? Hey fam, are they good to go walk over here? They gotta turn the gas off in their grills. What's that? Did you just turn the gas off?
Can I put that slip up right now?
No, not right now. Are you all done?
Just that one?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Heavy.
Like how much is that?
30 pounds? Plus this.
You have to be
Did either of you see anything?
the only thing you saw that everybody started running.
Oh, okay. Okay, you three can go. Follow directions from deputies on how to get out through Macy's, okay? Just water, please. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I could crush a slushie.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah, the mall's gonna be closed. There was an incident in the food court.
Okay, yeah. I'm so sorry.
No problem. You're fine. Yeah, no problem.
You would think that would be it's a crime scene. I'm not supposed to be here. It's already on the news. One injured suspect on the Washington Post.
Washington Post? Fox 5 News. They put the new freaking menu item of Chick-fil-A on their news.
Washington Post is saying authorities believe the shooting stemmed from a dispute between two people.
Officers discovered in real time a self-proclaimed YouTube prankster was filming a video with peers when the incident occurred.
And I saw the dude with the camera, he ran up to me, and he's like, I got the whole thing on tape. I'm like, is this a bit? Like, you got the big old camera, and you got the whole thing on tape? Like, what were y'all doing?
Police obtained the footage originally intended for classified goons, a YouTube channel featuring Tanner Cook and his peers as they provoke unsuspecting people, usually retail workers or customers, to capture their negative reactions on video.
We're gonna get some people real riled up and real mad in this.
I know that this is funny to you.
I'm not here to
This isn't funny to us.
I completely get that.
It's not funny. Buddy was pretty mad. Clearly the people in the store didn't enjoy it too much, but we had a lot of fun.
Tanner, seemingly unaffected by social shame, is willing to push boundaries to get what he wants. Tanner's own posts show him invading personal space.
Bro, just back up. Hey! me!
Step back.
Right here.
Knock it off. Bro.
Shouting and making loud noises.
I'm
Out now!
yeah. Cynthia for a threesome?
Alluding to commit crimes.
I'm calling the cops.
Why?
Because you're trying to steal from my store.
You have to pay for it.
Okay, well, I'll just take it. We just went into some stores, started breaking items. We didn't actually break any of their stuff, but they didn't know that.
Get out of the store now!
That's mine.
I don't give a shit. Get out. I use a water bottle and act like we're peeing on the floor.
No, it's not a funny joke.
We'll clean it up.
I don't care.
Startling people with sudden movements.
I don't know why he's doing that, but it's been nice working with you guys.
And provoking confrontations.
Get out!
Back here! Get out of here!
All without consent from those they force into these situations.
Taking pictures and filming people.
You need to stop recording.
Can I do a couple tests on you? No. Dude, she's like the hottest person I've ever seen.
Don't take a photo of me. What are you doing? You can't do that. What the hell?
All we're trying to do is like capture the animals in the zoo, that's it. We're recording the giraffes.
You invited me for dinner?
You need to stop recording these girls. It's creepy and it's inappropriate. Go.
Intimidating behavior, especially given his reportedly 6'5" and over 200-pound frame. Even when engaging with armed individuals, Tanner has shown he will continue his antics.
Seriously.
Dude.
Just leave it right there. You're tripping, bro. Are you f***ing around?
No, don't touch me.
It's just a hug.
Get the f*** away from me.
Dude.
All right. It's just one more fucking time. Get the f*** away from me. Dude. Or I will f***ing shoot your out. Right the f*** now.
Be gentle with me, please.
Police have been called dozens of times as a result.
Please hang up and dial 911.
We've already called the police on them.
The police are on their way.
The channel operates in a legal gray area, and officers have not taken action. In many videos, Tanner tricks people by claiming someone is secretly filming them, always his own cameraman, while the target remains unaware of Tanner's involvement.
Are you recording?
Recording?
You guys are together, so.
No, I don't know.
Whatever prank you guys are doing, I need you guys to go right now. These guys come in here all the time. But your name's like Tanner, right?
One person who thought Tanner was the victim explains why he has likely avoided legal consequences.
You have no reasonable expectation of privacy in a public place.
No.
He can videotape anything he wants.
Even all-party consent laws that require everyone's consent to record are bound to if there is a reasonable expectation of privacy. This is almost certainly the reason Tanner and his peers solely film in publicly accessible settings. However, there are plenty of other laws that Tanner and his peers do that are seemingly illegal but hardly enforced.
But if they're telling him to leave, he's not. Then he is committing a crime. He's trespassing now.
Out.
911?
Now.
There's no arguing about it. You need to go.
Get out of my store. Get out.
Outside of these apparent violations, his actions are also textbook examples of disorderly conduct, with plenty of perceived evidence posted on his own channel.
I can I'm going to jail, brother.
I'm a motherfucker that breaks cameras. Hey, come on.
The videos also depict that Tanner runs away from the scene before officers arrive, ultimately avoiding consequences.
Hurry up. Hey, they just called the cops on us instead of pulling up, so hopefully we can get out of here before they get here.
From our research, Tanner has yet to face any charges, even in cases where officers detain him and his peers.
I need you to get out of his face because you seem like you're provoking him.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I was just trying to get my bag.
Okay, you know what? You're detained.
Could it have been you that stole my bag?
Knock it off, or you're gonna go to jail.
Get your cigarettes out of my auditorium. Get your alcohol out of here.
I'm gonna drink these.
You're trespassing. You're actually committing a crime right now. You're drinking in public. It's illegal.
It's not alcohol.
It's called trespass, okay? Hell out of here. If you come back, I'm going to take you to jail.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Officers likely have not pursued charges against Tanner because they are dealing with more pressing issues. Conversely, some at the scene said this prank-related shooting drew more officers than they had ever seen.
When I was listening to the radio, I thought there was like multiple victims.
I was expecting to see some guy with an AR in here.
Exactly.
We were getting him in custody, and we were still hearing that there's other stuff going on.
Yeah, it's always going to be chaos. I think we had a pretty good response.
They added everyone. Yeah, they added it. They said dump all the stations instead of here, so everybody got added.
I've never seen so many units in one day. Dude, I've had more action on days for the last 3 weeks than I had the last like 6 months at night.
People don't know, man.
Yeah.
They think days is all just Almost all the homicides are on days.
Yeah. 2 robberies yesterday. This today.
Tanner's pranks become more serious when factoring in the emergency resources they occupy, a reputation that has drawn attention from nearby agencies.
One of the Loudoun County deputies who responded to Dulles Town Center back on April 2nd said that he was the first one to get to Tanner Cook right after he was shot. He rendered first aid. He said as he was walking up to Cook, he recognized him from his YouTube videos.
Officers on scene at the mall seem to remember Tanner from one incident in particular.
Wait, it was one of the clowns?
He shot one.
God.
The one who worked that seat.
Of those involved, often pushing legal boundaries and social norms in pursuit of viral content. Despite numerous calls to police about his behavior, Tanner's actions largely remained in a legal gray area because he filmed exclusively in public places where there is limited expectation of privacy, thereby avoiding some legal repercussions. However, his pranks have repeatedly led to confrontations and sometimes escalations involving weapons, as in this case. During the mall incident, Tanner and his peers were reportedly filming when shots were fired, resulting in a man named Alan Coley, who was legally carrying a concealed firearm, shooting Tanner in self-defense after feeling threatened by the prankster's aggressive behavior. Alan, who was living out of his truck and working for DoorDash, faced serious legal charges including malicious wounding and unlawful discharge of a firearm, leading to nearly 9 months in jail while awaiting trial. The trial concluded with a mixed verdict. Alan was acquitted of some charges, but convicted for unlawfully discharging a firearm in a dwelling, which led to revocation of his concealed carry permit and firearm rights. Throughout this ordeal, the relationship between Alan and his legal defense organization, the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, USCCA, became complicated as there were conflicting reports about coverage and representation, adding further public scrutiny and controversy. Tanner, on the other hand, underwent surgery to remove his gallbladder and made appearances on media programs like Dr. Phil, where he maintained that his pranks were meant to be humorous and expressed no regret, despite the serious consequences.
That's a lot of her.
Get the heck out of my store!
Keep going. Go ahead and tell them, sir. You're the same clowns from Five Guys. Now this is at least 3 times you're doing it.
Hey, how about we get off the scooter? Get out of the scooter. I'm banned from the property?
Yes.
Your ID. I still need your name. Tanner, same thing for you. You need a sign.
I don't think it's mandatory to provide ID when a criminal action hasn't occurred. No, it is, actually. He wants you. They want you trespass.
Footage from the shooting shows Tanner continued the same antics that have previously led others to pull weapons on him. This time, he faced real consequences.
I don't speak very much English, and I had a question. So, am I going too fast for you?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like a boner right now. There.
I'm a boner. Like, you're an unneutral dog. Like, you're humping everyone. Just relax. You guys want a picture, right? Taking pictures of the picture person. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This guy over there. This guy in the gray. Yeah, I've seen him from all the way over here. Go up to him nice behind him. So if you have something, you know where to find my. There's a security guard right behind him. He just walked out.
We gotta also make sure we don't run into that one security guard that knows us.
You look like the ex I never had get away from me, stinky stink pink wink, and don't ask to play with my twinkle because they'll never let you.
It's just too long. I'm saying like you're not gonna get.
No, I know that'd be. No,
they're not gonna listen to the whole thing, bro. I'm telling you. Have it short, weird, awkward, and they'll be like, "What the f?"
Tony Baloney, can you see my wony?
Tony Baloney, can you see my stinker phony?
Who is?
Hey, dipsh, we're thinking about my twinkle.
Is that you?
Dude, how do you go with that f***ing weird? I'm trying to think of something funny,
Sir. The footage shows the group targeting 31-year-old Alan Coley, who tries to ignore them, but they follow him anyway. Reports say Alan was working for DoorDash and living in his truck to get by. Unbeknownst to them, Alan is legally armed with a concealed carry permit and is a member of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, which offers gun safety training and self-defense liability insurance.
Who are we getting?
What? Hey, dip, quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that?
Quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, quit thinking about my
Get on my face and pull it. No, stop.
Hey, dude, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Stop.
This now silent video shows a crowd fleeing the shooting, but another civilian's angle captures those who stayed, seemingly calm and unaffected, as Alan stands nearby on the phone. A detective gives her 2 cents after reviewing the footage at the scene.
You can tell that it's training requirements. He doesn't even raise his arm. He literally grabs a gun out and tilts his fist and shoots one round down after the problem. Today's delivery video.
Critical condition, life-threatening, but stable.
So you don't go screwing with people. Yeah, he been doing that to us and to Fairfax.
Yeah. Now they mess with the wrong person.
And I thought the same thing, just like you think. I said, ball. Go to Washington, D.C. and see what's going to happen.
Probably looking at it as dumb.
Yeah. It's wild.
Rumors claim Alan called USCCA to file a self-defense claim right after the incident. But when it emerged he had a public defender, not USCCA-backed counsel, it sparked controversy. Notably, the policy's fine print allows USCCA to drop members they believe acted outside the bounds of self-defense, regardless of legal outcomes. After his arrest, Alan was charged with 1 count of malicious wounding, 1 count of use of a firearm in commission of a felony, and 1 count of unlawfully discharging a firearm in a dwelling. Alan pled not guilty to all charges, leading to a jury trial, a process that would take almost 9 months while Alan resided in jail. Alan was acquitted on 1 count of malicious wounding and 1 count of use of a firearm in commission of a felony, but was found guilty on 1 count of unlawfully discharging a firearm in a dwelling. That conviction was enough to revoke his concealed carry license and bar his right to own firearms. He was sentenced to time served, meaning the roughly 9 months in jail that led up to the verdict would be considered his sentence. He was released from confinement immediately afterwards. USCCA stayed mostly silent about the situation until later sharing a blog post featuring an email, allegedly from Alan, meant to clarify the situation. The email states the organization never dropped his coverage, but that Alan chose a public defender on his own and rejected USCCA coverage himself. While Alan dealt with the legal process, reports indicate Tanner underwent surgery to remove his gallbladder and fully recovered. During that time, Tanner was invited as a guest on a Dr. Phil segment that focused on the act of being filmed and shamed in public.
People like drama-driven content. People don't have the best reaction. I got shot. It looked like I was being a little aggressive, but that wasn't, my intention. I don't regret any of the pranks on my channel. If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch it. It's as simple as that.
And this was supposed to be funny. It's been reported the judge in the case said no citizen goes to the mall to become the pawn of a prank. True?
Yes.
So he had some sympathy, although the guy spent 8 months in jail. How'd you feel about that?
See, I feel bad for the guy, honestly, but, he has to go through the process of the courts.
But you sent him to jail.
Yeah, but I didn't, want that to happen. It wasn't the plan to just go to the mall and be like, all right, I want someone to go to jail. I had to double check my hoodie to see if there was a hole, and there was a hole, so I was like, oh, yep.
Yeah, I've been shot?
Yep. I was like, damn. It is what it is. There's that.
You still pranking?
Yeah.
You thought about it some other kind of job?
Nope, it's gonna be that. Like 50 Cent. You go to that time?
Be safe.
Tanner's parents have also thrown in their 2 cents to media.
Where's the line where it became a life-threatening situation? At no point do you go, oh, there's where it became a physical point where this guy had to defend himself.
Tanner's father also shared that they believed, quote, the media painted Tanner as the aggressor and Alan as the victim without even seeing the video of what happened.
This was not the verdict Tanner Cook and his mother were hoping for, but we did catch up with them. Here's what they had to say.
At the end of the day, we respect what the jury says. And my family and I are just grateful and thankful that I have my son here. And nothing else matters right now. And that's it. I want to thank the prosecutors, the Commonwealth prosecutors, Miss Jones and Eden Holmes. They did an outstanding job presenting this case, and we couldn't have had it any better. And regardless of the outcome, the jury's the jury, and we totally respect how our law plays out. And this was the outcome today, and we respect that.
Yeah, Tanner.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just real quick, Tanner, you said you wanted to, what's your message to the people who might have a question about your content itself?
I don't know. Guess we'll just have to keep watching.
So you'll continue to make videos?
Yeah, probably. We'll see, you know?
How disappointed are you about this?
I really don't care. I mean, it is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day, so.
Since the shooting, he has posted 7 more YouTube videos. He continues to provoke others, gets detained, faces more trespass accusations, and receives increasingly widespread backlash in his comments section.
Consequences. Tanner's family defended him, claiming media unfairly portrayed him as the aggressor, but the legal outcome suggested otherwise. Despite all this, Tanner has continued to produce videos in the same provocative style, facing detentions and accusations of trespassing, but largely escaping lasting legal consequences due to the nature of his content and filming locations. The broader implications of this case raise important questions about the limits of public pranking and the balance between freedom of expression and public safety, especially when such pranks provoke dangerous situations that strain law enforcement resources and put innocent bystanders at risk. The chaotic mall shooting response exemplified how quickly a situation can escalate when prank content crosses the line into real-world threats, requiring massive police mobilization and risking lives. Possible solutions to prevent such incidents in the future include clearer legal frameworks addressing public pranking and consent, enhanced mall security protocols for handling ambiguous threats, and public awareness campaigns about the dangers of provoking strangers for entertainment. Additionally, social media platforms could consider stricter enforcement against content that encourages reckless or harmful behavior, while law enforcement agencies might develop specialized response teams trained to de-escalate conflicts involving social media provocateurs. On an individual level, creators like Tanner must recognize the potential real-life consequences of their actions and weigh entertainment value against ethical responsibilities. Meanwhile, authorities could work on community outreach to educate both pranksters and the public about safe, respectful behavior in shared spaces. Ultimately, this incident is a cautionary tale of how modern digital culture, with its hunger for viral content, can intersect dangerously with public safety, and it underscores the need for cooperation among creators, platforms, law enforcement, and communities to prevent similar events. The case remains a complex interplay of legal, social, and ethical issues, revealing the challenges of policing behavior that exists at the intersection of entertainment and real-world harm.